Welcome back to Partickhill Station. I'm Charlie. So today we're going to be finishing off the station portal tunnel facade and the retaining walls. And to that end, I'm going to be using Foamcore and some brick paper from Scalescenes. And this particular one, Dark Random Ashlar TX44, which is, you will find it in many locations around Glasgow, and in particular the station retaining walls and tunnel portals. It's a sandstone type of material which was quarried in and around Glasgow in the last century, let's say. So, I'll be using the Elmer's white glue. I'm going to be trying this Super 77 from 3M. I'll be using a variety of, I will use this particular colour, burnt umber, of cheap acrylic paint, and I'll be using the sticks of Elmer's glue to apply the paper to the Foamcore. And there are issues with the Super 77 that I need to explore. Plus, I'll be using a variety of flock to get effect. So let's get right into this. As some of you may know, I've been searching for a particular type of stone brick that was and still is found around Glasgow railway stations. As an example, the one close to where the Model Rail Scotland show is at the SCC Centre, and also in Queen Street Station. Anyway, after much searching and with help from some of you, I was able to identify and locate this Scalescenes paper, TX44 Dark Random Ashlar. So what I intend doing with this is covering the portals from the station with this stone, and and that will fit right in with my plans. So first of all, what I had to do was download this file and then go and get it printed. So I went to my local Staples store, where a young lady by the name of Nilu was able to help me and identify the correct paper, the best paper to put it onto, and then make sure that I got a quality print. So thanks very much, Nilu, for your help on that. So now the next step is to cut it out and then start the process of applying it or gluing it to the Foamcore board, and then I'll get around to doing the portal's arches. Another great gift that I received for Christmas was with the Cricut machine, this cutting board by Cricut, and this is perfect for cutting straight lines on this 65 GSM paper or card that I'm using for the brick. It's sort of guaranteed a straight line, easy to set up, and you got a square end there. Just line it up with the appropriate guides there. We'll give it a shot. So you just press it down and run it through, and there you go, perfect. Perfect straight line. And I can repeat this on the other 3 sides. Perfect, look at that. Perfect on all 4 sides. Now I can proceed. So if you buy a Cricut machine, you know, you can get one of these along with it. In fact, it's a great addition for any model making where you have to cut paper or card in straight lines, guaranteed. My first attempt at covering the tunnel entrances with appropriate paper didn't go that well, because when I had these papers printed out, I had them printed on a sort of heavier paper, which created problems in trying to fold it around the porthole and along the edges. But that's the first go. We'll see how it looks, and I'll probably go back and get the papers reprinted on a lighter paper, because even in the edges it didn't go that well because the paper was too heavy. But lesson learned. Anyway, from a distance it doesn't look so bad. I just came back from the print store and I printed out this paper because my original idea of using the better quality card just didn't work out. It was too heavy for bending, even although I did crease the bend lines. I've opted to go with the normal printer paper for a better result. And here is the retaining wall that I've made from Foamcore and the scalescenes brick paper. Not perfect, a few gaps there, but that shouldn't be a problem. I can cover that with brown paint. Now the next thing is to put a support in there and cut out a piece of Foamcore. I'll get that in there. I've just scored the paper so that it will fold over, and now I'll glue it and then apply it to the retaining wall. By adding a course or two of brick, it really gives that additional architectural detail. I'm just giving it an opportunity to adhere with adding a bit of weight to it. And then the next stage will be to add some paint in here to cover up where I goofed up, and also add in some flock to give it that realistic look. So now I've added some glue, and I'm just going to be dropping in some flock to a few strategic places where weeds might gather. And we'll get a little bit more glue. You'll always get grass and weeds growing at the bottom of any structure which is exposed and not treated. And this would make your model come to life with a bit of detail. I'll just let that glue set in place, and then I will blow off the pieces of flock that are not really attached. Just stick in some clumps. Okay, we'll see what it looks like in 10 or 15 minutes. Now both the retaining wall and the tunnel portals have had moss, grass, weeds attached using flock, and looks pretty effective. So we'll take it downstairs and put it in place and see how it looks in there. Some detail to be fixed up, as in the corner over here. We'll get to that later. I just want to make sure that it looks right, and I'll integrate this end with the existing retaining wall. I will add in some flock at the bottom here to match up with what I have along this side. So a few little bits and pieces to be done to finish it off, but I'm very happy with the papers that I got from Scalescenes, and you know, the next step would be to move on to the other portals. I'm not really sure if I'll do the exact same treatment. I might use a large girder between each of these two portals just to be different. I'll give that some thought. Yeah, and I have to think about how far back that's going to go, and make sure that I've got enough room for the locos to pass under in each of the tracks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little scratch build, and you might want to try it yourself. As I said, there's some lessons learned here. Don't use the heavier photo quality paper that is available. Just stick with the regular print paper, and that will allow you to make all the cuts and bends in the likes of the portals without running into some of the issues that I had, as in the folds in the other side of the portal there. So if you enjoyed this little video, please remember to give me the big thumbs up, and your comments are always welcome. And thanks very much, and we'll see you next time here at Partickhill Station. Bye for now.